Okay, so I got to get all my tools up, right? I got to get my AdWords up. Boom.
Alvin Smith's going to get a sack.
And what do I need? I need my keyword tool.
Willis is going to get a sack. Call all three of those guys. Remember that.
I know you're on the phone with Ken, my representative.
Justin.
You let me know that you want to
I need my traffic estimator up.
And Flacco will throw an interception.
And I'm going to have all this stuff live all the time, just in case I need it, right?
Interception, fumble.
Always available to me because I'm a man. I'm the force to be reckoned with, dude. I'm an unstoppable machine. You cannot mess with me. You cannot step to me. You cannot shake me. Boom.
Oh, yeah. Cap's going to run. Did you see what RG3 did to them?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's over, baby. The 1-2 punch with Gore. Gore and James coming behind him. James is quick. If he gets that scene, gone.
I'm excited.
Yeah, man. I can't wait. Gonna have that TV on from the morning time till it's time to play, till the end.
Yeah.
Alright, so I got my tools up here, right? And I know today I'm targeting towing companies, right? So I'm going to preload $80 as an average value in here just because I'm that good. I'm going to preload $12 in a cost per lead right here in this field. And I'm going to preload $3.99 minimum. You know what? No, I'm going to preload $4.99 because I don't mess around. I only need 5 of these a week to hit my 25% commission. Boom. And then I pop in another self-gen 2 in there and I get 50% on top of that when I hit $3,000. You know what I mean? This is unbelievable. So this is how we do. Alright? Okay, good. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and preload 3 on the closing percentage for the customer because I want to remember that I'm not going to mess that up. Okay? Boom. So I'm going over here and, you know, okay, actually, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know anything yet. Alright? So here we go. Alright, I'm chilling. Okay, good. Boom. Transfer comes in. It's Egypt. Hit me.
This weekend.
Yeah, we will. For sure we will.
Yes, it's Scott. Thanks for calling Appstack. How can I help you? Okay, put him through. Hello, is this Prince? Prince, great. My name's Scott Kirkpatrick, and first I want to thank you for your time. I understand that you own a towing company in Temecula. Is that correct? Great. Let me just take a moment to explain what we do here at Appstack. What we do at Appstack is we specialize in putting you in front of the people who are actively searching for a towing company in Temecula at this very moment. Now the best way for me to explain this is to really paint a picture. Do you have a smartphone yourself? Great, man. And do you use that phone to do any Google searches?
There we go, baby. That's right.
Sure, man, like you and everybody else, right? We all use Google when we search, right?
That's true, Randy Moss.
All right. And what Google has discovered is that when people put that smartphone, when they pull that smartphone out, they've already decided to make a purchase or utilize that service. Would you agree with me? Yeah, I mean, so when someone's searching for a towing company in your area on their phone, they absolutely need that service, right? I mean, who would search for a towing company on a mobile phone if they didn't need it? All right, so you see the difference between searching on a phone versus searching on a desktop. Okay, great. So let me ask you this. Do you think that people are searching on mobile devices for towing companies right now? Of course, they absolutely are. And as a business owner, it makes sense for you to put your business at the top of that search that's being done on that mobile device, doesn't it? Okay, and if I could prove to you today, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that this will absolutely work for you, and that you'll be live in 72 hours in front of customers that are looking for you, that are in need of that service now, then we could get you started on that today, right?
Hey, Stephen, this is Tavis giving you a call back.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a complete and total no-brainer. Now, just tell me a little bit, Prince, about your business real quick so we can get you started. About how many customers are you working with on a regular basis now?
I thought you said a half an hour.
10 to 12 tows a day. Okay. Well, what would you like to get to?
I'll give you a call then. All right. Bye-bye.
Yeah, I mean, like next week. Next week. Okay. All right. Okay, good. So, now about what is your average tow for your business right now? How much do customers pay you for that tow service? $80 on up. Okay, so safe to use 80 for now. Maybe should we use 85? I mean, we don't want to do anything crazy like 150, right?
Yeah, no, man.
Okay, all right. So we'll just do 85 for now. You know, it sounds like a pretty good average. Okay, great. All right. Now, what in your business, are you the owner? Or anybody else besides yourself that you involve in making decisions? Okay, all right, it's no problem. I know that lots of guys, when they have partners in their business and they own a tow company, it's their wife or their brother or their brother-in-law, something like that. Is that kind of the arrangement?
Good friend.
Good friend. All right, man. Well, friends do stuff for each other all the time, man. He's gonna love you. We'll get you signed up today. I'll make it a complete no-brainer. Get you calls next week, and then he'll take you out to dinner to thank you for that. Okay? All right, well, here's the deal, man. Listen, every good business relationship needs to start with trust. I don't mean to jump the gun, but it really does need to start with trust. I understand. So let me just tell you a little bit about our company real quick, okay? So we're a Google venture company. Google's invested millions of dollars into our technology. You see, they view the mobile platform as the present and the future of internet marketing. And Appstack is the leader in our industry. Google only works with the best, and that's what you'll be working with too, the very best in the industry. Have you heard of Google Ventures? Okay, great. Well, Google Ventures is an investment fund that Google uses to invest in companies that have cutting-edge technology, so we can take it nationwide at the best price and get the best results for our customers. So Google literally invested in us through their investment fund called Google Ventures.
Yes, how are you?
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
I'm doing pretty good. I was online here and
I mean, dude, I'm excited. I literally work for a company that was invested in Google by millions of dollars.
questions. Are you the owner of this company? Oh, you're not.
As my dad would say, Prince, it's better than a sharp stick in the eye.
Mostly nights. Okay.
Absolutely. So listen, man, our product works. We don't believe in contracts. We let our product speak for itself. We're a month-to-month company, so we have to reprove it to you each and every month. That's how confident we are in our services. Now, on staff, we have dedicated Google-trained account managers. They'll oversee your account on a daily basis. We make sure that your ads are optimized for the best results possible. And when I say Google-trained, I mean literally trained by Google. They actually come to our office and work with account managers on specific accounts. Have you ever talked to a company before that can say that? I mean, seriously. Have you ever talked to, a company that, could even say anything remotely similar to that? Yeah, I mean, it's really rare. There's actually only about 100 companies that fit that profile right now. So it's very exciting. Now, additionally, we're located in a small town called Temecula. It's in Southern California. There's just really a bunch of cows and wineries out here. There's not a lot. And Google found us way out here. And if Google can find a company like ours in a remote town, invest over $1 million in us, and trust us with their brand, then you can obviously trust us too, right? Okay, great. So let's talk about how this is specifically going to work for you. Imagine this. Someone is in your city, okay? And they're broken down on the side of the road. It's freezing cold. And they're on the side of the road and they're in desperate need for your service. Well, right now, given the state of the union, they're going to reach for that phone. They're going to grab it. They're going to do the search on that phone. Their phone is now the link directly to you. So they go to Google. You said earlier that you do searches on Google on your phone, right? Okay, so they go to Google, they type in tow in Temecula, and boom, there you are at the top of the list. Now there's a big call button on the right-hand side of that ad, and they push that ad. And not only are you there to save the day, but now you got a happy customer who's going to be able to tell all their friends about you as well. Isn't that cool? Okay, and it's literally that easy. It's literally that fast, and that's exactly how it works. So let's take a look at some of the keywords that customers are using now to search for a business like yours. I'm just logging in the back office of Google. The obvious keywords for your company are, towing company in Temecula, tow company in Temecula, Temecula towing, that sort of thing. What other keywords would you want to use? Okay. Okay, all right, so I added emergency tow in Temecula just so we can see what the activity is. And now it's running a report for me. I have it sorted by mobile devices with full internet browsers, which is basically smartphones, Androids, iPhones, iPads, tablets, that sort of thing. So for the phrase Temecula towing, last month, 260 people searched for that phrase on their smartphone. Now that is awesome. And that's just one of the words. I mean, with those type of searches, wouldn't you want these people to find your business? Of course, right? So with 260 searches just in the Temecula area, if you're at the top of the phone when they're looking for you, do you think that you'll be able to get a customer or two out of that?
That makes sense.
I mean, complete and total no-brainer, right? So let me ask you this. If I sent you 10 phone calls next week of customers that found you because they were looking for you at the top of a phone, how many of those 10 would you normally turn into customers? Yeah, all right. I mean, 5 or 6, dude. I mean, on the side of the road, on their phone, typing in Temecula tow, and they call you. I mean, they're desperate. So 5 or 6, probably reasonable. I mean, 50%. I think that's good. So if I sent you 10 calls and you had 5, you turned 5 into customers, and an average tow at $80 or $85. I mean, that's $400 next week. That'd be pretty impressive, wouldn't it? Yeah. Nah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I love saving the best part for last, but the truth is I'll match a package specifically that fits you, specifically within your budget. And packages range from $299 to $5,000. We keep it month to month. We like to keep it as simple as possible for move forward. No contracts. Got to re-enter business every month. And I know you told me earlier that your average value of your customer is $85. Just for fun, if I were only able to deliver 2 customers next week, I mean, that's still $160. Make sense? Yeah, okay, great. So I'll be able to tailor a package specifically to your needs. Don't worry about that part yet. We'll make that happen. Now, you're in the Temecula area. About how far are you willing to travel for business?
Thank you for calling. Steve, how can I help you? Actually, I'm looking for business owners where we can actually have...
Hemet and Fallbrook. So Hemet, I think, is maybe 20 miles away. Fallbrook is 15 miles away or so. So let's just say a 20-mile radius initially. Okay, all right, well, let's go 30 then, because the larger the better, the more searches, the more opportunities. And we have tow companies that, go as far as 80. Those are rare. But the most common tow company is usually about 30, 35 miles. So let's do 30. Sure. Now, it's important that we nail this down, because the nature of mobile marketing, what makes it unique is that it's GPS driven. So as someone's phone moves across the area, the ads are going to change. So they'll fall within your range, then they'll be outside of your range. Make sense? Yes, absolutely. It's the coolest thing on the planet, because you specify where you want to target. So, down there by Fallbrook, you got Vista, Escondido, and if you don't want to drive your truck all the way down there, then you can just keep it a tight within 20-mile radius. The opposite's also true. If they're headed north on the 15, once they're through Temecula, once they're through Murrieta, if you want to stay within 20 miles, then once they hit Lake Elsinore, Riverside, the ads change. Your ad will not show, someone else's will.
Sounds a heck of a lot quieter for you now. I hear you. Okay, perfect. So you understand exactly.
Great question. And the answer is, I can handle it. I'll take everything initially for the initial consulting when I process the order today. And the account managers, you'll get a call from them either tomorrow or the next day, and they'll review it. They're the Google experts. So you'll want to have a conversation with them. You'll settle on a specific radius moving forward. And the greatest part about it is that it's real time. So let's say a week from now, you want to take it from a 30-mile radius to a 50-mile radius. You can instantly. There's nothing better. Okay? So what we talked about so far are phrases, Temecula Towing Company in Temecula, Tow Company in Temecula, Temecula Towing, Emergency Tow, Temecula, those kind of phrases. And we also talked about a 50-mile radius. And we also talked about the fact that, you've done searches on your phone. These are the number of searches. 260 actual searches the back office of Google reports to me, so that makes it real. Do I have all that straight?
Right, exactly. It's obviously big enough as it is.
Okay, great. So if I can prove it to you right now that just a few customers will not only pay for this, but show you a profit, then we can get you started today, right?
That is breaking down in that area, right? Okay, all right, perfect. So in your industry, our customers, the people that usually do these type of packages go around $4.99 monthly, okay? But rather than quote you something that's too much for your current needs or too risky out of the gate, what I would recommend that we start you with is just our premium starter kit, which is the $2.99, okay? Now, the reason that I recommend this is, number one, to make sure that you're not spending any unnecessary money.
Okay.
Obviously, don't want to spend a couple $1,000s for something you just don't need. Okay. Number two, it gives you a chance to get used to the system.
Well, I'm absolutely at the end of this call going to offer you a reason to buy today. So I think what we should do is set up a time when you and your partner can connect to my computer. We can walk both of you through it, so that way everybody's there and we can get the green light, and then when it makes sense and I give you a reason to start today at that time, then you guys are in the best position to make a decision, yes or no. Either way, really, it isn't that big a deal to me whether you say yes or you say no. What is a big deal is that we're efficient with your time, efficient with my time. We have calls coming in left and right. As you know, you were contacted out of the blue, and now here we are. That's happening constantly. And my job is just to share this with as many business owners as possible every day, so the company and Google can do the best that they can do. Fair enough?
Okay, all right. Well, that's definitely understandable. All right, well, perfect. So then what is a good email address for you?
Okay, great. And then I'll be able to share all the details with you. I can show you literally the tools, and then we'll wrap it up, put together a package, and get you started. Now, let's, for sport, just pretend that 15 minutes from now, you had all the confidence in the world. It was a complete and total no-brainer. You couldn't wait to get started, and you knew with every bone in your body that your partner would love this. Let's just pretend that that world exists. Can we live there for a few minutes?
Okay. So go ahead and look at that, review
Okay,
that
great,
with
cool.
him.
All right, good. So let me get into a little more information as to how this works for you. Now, the way it works is very simple. In your area right now, the average cost of getting a phone call to you, the average cost of getting a lead, getting someone to do the search, click the call button, and then click the button on their phone so they connect to you. The average cost to do that in your area for the phrase towing right now is about $12. Okay, literally a click right now in a real-time bidding environment shows $5.02. Okay. Correct. Each time somebody clicks that. So I know not every phone call turns into a good lead. So the average lead in your area right now is about $12. Now, the way this works is based on a bidding process in Google AdWords. The way it works is, think of our package like a bucket. You put X dollars in a bucket, and when someone clicks the button, Google gets paid. When Google gets paid, we take a little money out of the bucket and we give it to Google. So the best part about this program is that Google doesn't make money unless they deliver that click to call to you. So it's a real-time bidding process. It's a real-time auction environment with a bunch of competitors bidding at the same time for that phone call. Our job is to drive down the cost per click, or that cost for that phone call, and get you as many calls possible for the money that you put in that bucket. You with me? Okay, great question. And the answer is real easy, okay? You put X dollars in a bucket, and when someone clicks the call button, Google gets paid. When Google gets paid, we take money out of the bucket and we give it to Google. So the best part about this program is that Google doesn't make money unless they deliver that click to call to you. And on a mobile phone, there's only room at the top of it in the search results for a couple ads.
Hello? Oh, yes. Is this towing? Economy towing? Oh, yes. I was online here and I had a...
And I can't make it any more clear or guarantee it any more than that. If you're not there, Google won't get paid. Google wants to make money. Google's a public company. Google's shareholders, their stockholders, their average value of $600 per share right now is because this program exists. Do you follow me? Yeah, rotating in and out. Rotating in and out. Somebody's in Temecula right now. They're within your GPS target area. They're within your mileage. They're within all that stuff. The planets are aligned. Your ad is shown. But instead of breaking down in Temecula, he breaks down in Murrieta. And that's outside of your GPS. Your ad is not shown. So there's plenty of traffic. There's plenty of clicks. There's plenty of searches. Plenty of calls that are possible in that area, so it can work for everyone. Does that make sense? It's literally the coolest product on the planet. They took advertising and leveled the playing field. No longer do only the big companies no longer are only the big companies in a position where they can advertise. The little guys can too. Right? You don't have to spend 20 grand on a full page ad in the yellow pages anymore. You can spend $12 for a call. Amazing. Okay, so now in your area, the average cost per click, as I had said, is about $5, and the average cost of a lead is about $12. So with your average customer value of $85 and the average lead, if we start you out with the package of $4.99, that means that you should expect about 28 phone calls. 28 phone calls. About, because it takes that package value, that package price of $4.99, and says an average lead in his area is about $12 right now. Well, we know it's a real-time bidding environment, right? So let's say the bids go up, and let's say it's 15. Well, then you're at 23 phone calls. And let's say that our account managers, because they are personally trained by Google, do a really good job at driving the cost down. So let's just say for fun, that for a night, all of your calls only cost $10. Well, then you'd get about 34 calls. Do you see how that works with the highs and lows? Okay, great. So I'm just going to, for fun, set it at back to $12 on the average lead. So in that package for $4.99, you would get about 28 calls. And in the scenario earlier where you said if you got 10 phone calls, you could turn about 5 of them into customers. Well, that would mean that you would get about 14 customers. And at $85 a pop, that's $1,195, which is pretty cool, isn't it?
Next week, okay. Right.
Yeah, it's definitely, particularly at $4.99. Now, let's just say that your average tow went down and you were only at $75 a tow. You're still over $1,000. You're at $1,050. And let's just say also that, maybe you had a bad night. You had some Mexican food. It didn't, settle well with you. And rather than you turning, 5 out of 10 into customers, you only turn 3 out of 10 into customers. Fair enough? Okay. All right. Now you would be at 28 phone calls and 9 customers. So you're at 633. You take away the $4.99, you're still at $130 profit, and you had a bad day. Okay, you follow me? Follow me how that works? Absolute no-brainer. And then it gets crazy because sometimes these account managers are really good, and they can get leads down to $6 sometimes. In which case, you get twice as many calls and twice as many customers, even if you're horrible. Okay, so it's a real-time bidding environment. You got to understand that. You got to understand how that works. Now, the way our packages work in this example is that we have an example of the $4.99 package. Okay, out of that $4.99, we have a system fee of $49, and that system fee is monthly. So that leaves $450 in the bucket. Now we spend 75% of that on the ads, and we get 25% for managing the ads, the bids, the links, the clicks, and driving that cost down for you to maximize your money in the bucket and get you the best return. Great question. Yep, great question. So in this case, you'd be at $337 on the ads and $112 on the management and getting the best return for you. Now this makes it a win-win, and it's important because when you succeed and next month decide to spend $6.99 with us, then, for example, now we got $487 that goes to the ads and $162 that goes to the management fee. So you made more money and our company made more money, which means we have skin in the game and we need you to succeed. So you stay with us, and then together we grow. Make sense? Okay, great. I mean, the bottom line is if you spend $6.99 with us, right? And then that takes our management fee from $112 to $162. So is $112 more, or is $162 more than $112? Yes, it is. So we want you to succeed, so you'll spend more money with us, right? So our account managers are working really hard to make sure you get the lowest cost per call and the most calls no matter what package you're in. And you just got to make sure that you don't eat Mexican food and have a bad day so you can close 5 out of 10 instead of 3 out of 10. Okay, great. So, and that's why Google loves our philosophy. They love our account managers, and you will too. So, any questions before we get into pricing and the package, and then set you up and get you started?
Hello, Rosalind. Hi, Rosalind. How are you? Good. My name is Travis. I am one of the product specialists over here at Appstack. And I understand that you own your own moving company right there in Cypress, California, right? Okay. I grew up there.
Yeah, and the bottom line is, I know we got real technical here, but the bottom line is, dude, searching for a towing company at the top of a mobile phone, they're broken down. If I get you 5 customers next week, you make a lot of money, you're happy. Right? If you make it... right? I mean, so let me review what the package includes, and we'll get into pricing, and we'll get you started. So your package includes placement at the top of the mobile phone, including Androids, iPhones, iPads, and tablets. You get premium placement targeting the top 2 positions in the shaded area at the top of the results for keywords like Temecula Towing Company, Towing Company in Temecula, and I know you really wanted emergency tow. And oftentimes, your account manager will use as many as 15 to 20 phrases. Now, your ad will rotate in and out based on your daily budget, the cost per click to call, and the success that your account manager has in creating a high click-through rate and a low cost to click for you. So your ads will run in a 30-mile radius. 30-mile radius. And additionally, you're going to get call tracking, so you'll never lose a lead. You'll get call recording. You can literally listen to the calls in your dashboard. Your package includes text messages right to your phone when a customer hits the click-to-call button. Your campaign includes click-to-call technology, so it's easy for customers to take action right now. You'll get real-time updates, so if you make a change on a mobile website or anything, it goes live immediately. And in just a few weeks, you're going to get this really cool app that you'll download to your phone. It's called Promote. So you can update a mobile site right on your phone. You can check your leads, you can listen to calls, and you can check your budget real-time on your phone, which is awesome, and no one has that to offer you. Additionally, you get an entire team of certified account managers. You want to build a relationship with them, and you get the heart and soul of our technology company, which is our tech team, because we like to say that we're the geeks so that you don't have to be. Now, most customers in your industry, in the towing industry, use our syndicated marketing package, which is $9.99 monthly. And rather than quote you for something that's just too much for your current needs, or it's too risky out of the gates, I recommend that you start with our premium starter kit, which is just $3.99. Now, the reason that I do this, that I recommend this, is number one, to make sure you don't spend any unnecessary money. I don't want to quote you $10,000 for something you just don't need. Number two, Prince, it gives you a chance to get used to the system, and you can always reinvest based on profits. And most importantly, since there's 260 searches just for one of the phrases, 260 searches monthly like we talked about, it'll be pretty easy for you to get 5 customers to pick up their phone, do the search on their mobile device, and click it to call you. You can see that, right? Great. And only 5 customers covers the cost and gets you into profitability quick. So it'll only be $3.99 a day to get you started. Now, the way this works is I only need 3 things to get you going. I need number 1, the phone number that you want in the ad. Number 2, the email that you want to receive the reports at. And number 3, the card that you want to use to secure your position. And what we'll do is I'll fill out all the information with you over the phone. Once I submit the order, you will immediately receive an email with login information to your mobile site and your dashboard. You'll instantly be able to access it and update it. Additionally, you'll receive a welcome email and a call from your account manager either tomorrow or the next business day. Now remember, you want to be sure to build a relationship with the account manager, because they're going to recap everything, make sure that we're compliant with our specifications from Google, and set appropriate expectations with you, because it's not only our reputation that we need to uphold, but Google Ventures and many others as well. So they're by your side to assist you in helping you get the maximum return investment with the program. And after reviewing the program, go ahead.
We are a Google Ventures company.
Okay, that's a great
We are a Google Ventures company.
Basically, all it takes, Mike, is for you to sign on with our and we can actually have you live in 72 hours so that you can get started. It really is that simple. Okay, and Our packages actually range anywhere from $2.99 to a couple of $1,000 on a month-to-month program. You can pick any package you wish.
Great question. It's simply a matter of convenience. You have the flexibility to make real-time changes. The account managers will handle everything for you. It's not necessary. We like to say we're full service. You can be as hands-on or as hands-off as you like.
There's about 10 other businesses that pop up.
Okay, so if I can put a package together for you that actually will pay for itself with 1 or 2 customers and then be totally profitable after that,
all the
would it
goods.
make sense to at least consider taking advantage of the program that we
Yeah,
have?
sure. Yeah, great question. And after they have reviewed the program with you here, so I'll process the order with you. You'll get the email. You'll have access to everything. Tomorrow or the next day, the account manager will give you a call. They'll review everything. Then once they review it with you, they'll set it up, and you'll be live in Google at the top of the phone within 72 hours from now. So hold on real quick for me, Prince. I'm going to pull up the order form, and I'll get you started. Now, what number do you want the phone calls to go to when we make you live?
The highlighted area of the Google search, or will you appear in the organic section that's white? Exactly. And I don't know if you know this, but the organic section is very inconsistent. What I mean by that is that one time you'll be in number 3, the next time number 7, next time number 5.
Sure, absolutely. Now, remember I asked you a few minutes ago, just for fun, if we could live in a world where you were so excited about this, you believed in it, it made sense, and you wanted to go ahead and get started. Okay, so let me ask you this, because I asked you if we could live in that world for just a few minutes, so I'm still living it. Let me ask you this. If your partner was here with us now and knew everything that you know as a result of this conversation, he'd be excited, wouldn't he?
Be in that position in the highlighted area, and it never goes away. And that's what's so. That's
Right.
why we're specialists in doing
Right,
this.
and I don't know any business partner alive that doesn't get excited when their business partner's excited, and that would be mad at him if he started getting his phone calls with customers next week. Can you think of any business partner on the planet that would be upset with you for getting him phone calls?
That's what we do. And for a $2.99 small package or a $3.99 package, whatever you wish.
Yeah, right. Yeah, absolutely. And Tight App love me.